Hello there, people. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I'm Anthony Goy. And as we continue on with the season team previews, we are now at number 12, the LA Kings. The Kings won their first two Stanley Cups in the 2010s, the first one in 2012, and the second one in 2014. Can we not talk about that 2012 one, please? Still a memory. But they have been consistent throughout. Maybe they had a little rebuild, retool, whatever you want to call it, during the late 2010s. But for the most part, and still are, they are very competitive. And going into last season, there was a big question with the LA Kings. And it turned out, that question turned out to be wrong. And let's go look back at the LA Kings to see how they fared last year and see what the question was. They had 44 wins, 27 losses, 11 overtime losses for 109 points. They scored 279 goals, allowed 221. This team can score. With veteran forwards, Adrian Kempe played in 77 games, 28 goals, 47 assists, 75 points. Consistent player. The big acquisition for a couple of off seasons ago, Kevin Fiala, 82 games, 29 goals, 44 assists, 73 points. He has been everything the Kings have hoped for. He's definitely worth the price they paid. They had the good old GOAT for the Kings. Kopitar played in 81 games, 26 goals, 44 assists, 70 points. He's still putting up the production, and he's still an excellent two-way forward. One of the best in the league at that. You have youngster Quentin Byfield, who also signed a 5-year extension during this offseason. Playing 80 games, 20 goals, 35 assists, 55 points. He had an amazing second half, and he's starting to prove the naysayers wrong, saying he's been a bust so far. Sometimes players take longer to develop, and he's one of them, but when he does develop, he'll be well worth the wait. And said they didn't lose anything from the top six. Top six is still intact, so that's good. And the bottom six could use improvements, but for the most part, they do the job their ass. Defense is led by Drew Doughty. He appeared in 82 games, 15 goals, 35 assists, 50 points. He is the leader in that defense, and you can say maybe a heart and soul team. I don't think that, but I've heard that before. But he's definitely the leader in defense, along with Mikey Anderson and youngster Brett Clark, who will get probably be full-time this year. This team is well-prepared forwards and very well played for defense. The question mark I was speaking of was goaltending, and that came in the form of Cam Talbot last year coming in. There were a lot of questions about his past injuries in Ottawa and his downplay, but turned out he had a bounce-back year. He appeared in 54 games, 27 wins, 20 losses, 6 overtime losses, a 2.50 goals against average, and a .913 save percentage to go along with 3 shutouts. He had a bounce-back year. He was very, very good. I mean, granted, playing behind his defense, you can be good, but you have to do your part too. David Reddick was the backup, and he also performed very well. 24 games he appeared in, 13 losses, 6 losses, 3 overtime losses, a 2.16 goals against average, a .921 save percentage to go along with 3 shutouts. Reddick, that's his probably career year for him, and he's still here while Cam Talbot has moved on to Detroit. So, goaltending had an opening. So they lost Cam Talbot. They also lost Victor Absson to rival Edmonton. But his injuries have plagued his career. Last year he appeared in 18 games, 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points. When he's healthy, he can produce, but the question is, can he be healthy? Matt Roy also went to the Capitals during free agency. He appeared in 81 games, 5 goals, 20 assists, 25 points. Roy's definitely a stay-home defenseman. Kings have an abundance in defense prospects, and losing him may hurt for a while, but they have somebody there to replace him. And they also lost Pierre-Luc Dubois. 1 season of him after he signed that big contract, and he's gone. They just traded him right before his 26th birthday. Pierre-Luc Dubois appeared in 82 games, 16 goals, 24 assists, 40 points. Not what you expect to have an $8 million player. He was traded to Washington for Darcy Kuemper, the replacement for Cam Talbot. Kuemper had a bad year last year in Washington. He appeared in 33 games, 13 goals, 13 wins, 14 losses, 3 overtime losses, a 3.31 goal against average, a .809 save percentage with 1 shutout. Yeah, he didn't have the greatest year last year with the Capitals, but remember, Kuemper also backstopped the Colorado Avalanche to a Stanley Cup, so he does have it in him to play good. And playing behind his defense, his numbers should improve, but like I said a little bit earlier, the goalie always also has to do his part, and Kuemper has proven that he can. The Kings also added Warren Foegele for Edmonton. He appeared in 82 games, 20 goals, 21 assists, 41 points. Foegele will help improve the bottom 6. And he also can play top 6 minutes if needed. He's an all-around good player forward. He can put up some points. He can play defense. Kind of the player the Kings need right now. And he also added Joel Edmondson. He played in part of the season last year at Washington and Toronto. In Washington, he appeared in 44 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. And in Toronto, he appeared in 9 games, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points. Edmondson is the stay-home defenseman. Will likely be the replacement for Matt Roy. So overall, the losses they endured, they pretty much replaced. So, looking like they had a good offseason. Cap-wise, they have $1.3 million in cap space. Not bad. They have all 23 spots are filled. They have a first-round pick this year, no second round. And they have 2 of the 3 retention spots for trades. The Kings overall will be a playoff team again, I think. I think Kuemper will have a bounce-back year playing behind this defense. And as for the offense, the top 6 is still here and together. I see Byfield improving more, so I think overall this team will make the playoffs again, and hopefully they don't run into the Edmonton Oilers for 4 straight off season. I think the Kings deserve right now to play somebody, because playing Edmonton 3 straight years in a row in the playoffs, that's not fair. So, tell me what you think about the Kings' chances this season making the playoffs, and how far they can make the playoffs down below in the comments. And also, if you like the content we're producing on our channel, please subscribe and like our videos. And also, follow us on TikTok at Anthony.the.goalie. And thank you for all support. And as always, have a good day.